goodbye generic looking AI design because Claude Design is awesome. I've used them all. I use a lot on a daily basis running my business, and Claude Design is by far the best AI design tool for mobile and web applications I've ever seen. In this video, I'm going to compare creating the same thing in Claude Design, in Lovable, and in V0. And these are my favorite tools that I use to run my business, and I'll show you why Claude Design wins. Okay, so we're going to build a podcast analytics dashboard because at my business, Castos, we're a podcast hosting platform. I'm always looking for cool new ways to show people the value of our product. And so we're going to mock this up. Okay, and so we're going to call this Signal. I think that's a cool name. And we're going to choose high fidelity. So over wireframe, where it's just boxes really, just to get a conceptual idea, we're going to hey, I want to see what this actually looks like. And so we're going to choose high fidelity and say create. And now I have a prompt that I'd copied from another window, and we're just going to paste the whole prompt in here. And let's walk through the prompt just to make sure we understand what we're doing. So we're building a single web application called Signal, a podcast analytics dashboard. Make it look premium like Linear or Vercel, not generic Tailwind template, which is what we get a lot of times. So it has top nav, page header, 4 KPI cards in a row. That's cool. Completion rate, primary chart, a top episodes table, a listener geography card, kind of showing where people are listening, and retention cohorts. Interactivity that actually must work, changing the dates, design direction, restrained palette with one bold accent color, editorial typography, generous tracking, clear hierarchy, confident white space. Cool. So let's see what happens. And I think this is the hallmark of what makes or breaks a really great design tool is if I have to give it much more than this, I kind of might as well do it myself, I think, because Claude Code is pretty good at taking something like this and giving me that AI slop that we see all over the internet today, right? But the goal here is we're sophisticated AI users. We're going beyond that, beyond all the generic, icons and typography and 3-column design. We want to create something interesting and stands out, because if everyone can create that same old slop, what's the point? Okay, and as this is working here, you see something really smart. It says attach skills or reference design system from the import menu. We don't have that, but if you're creating this for your real business, you absolutely should have that. And if you have an existing website already, just go ask Claude Code to pull that down and create a design style guide for you. And just for example, we have this at my business at Castos. We kind of open sourced our whole design system. So it's at tempo.castos.com. If you want to check out what this might look like, and you just point Claude Code and say, hey, I want to create a style guide kind of like this. And we go through colors and typography and fonts and design principles and everything here. So you can go create something like this for yourself. So as you're using Claude Design or Bolt or Lovable or V0, you can give it more direction and context so it creates something more like you want if you have an existing brand. Okay, and while this is cooking, let's just kick this off in Lovable and in V0. So I'm going to paste the same prompt in here. And we'll do the same in V0. And truth be told, kind of up till now, V0 has been my favorite rapid prototyping tool to use. I just really like how it designs things. But Claude Design is kind of knocking my socks off, if I'm honest with you. Okay, so this one's working. This one's working. Let's go see what Claude Design came up with. Okay. Does this look like the general kind of crappy AI stuff that you get from a lot of other tools, including Claude Code? No, this is amazing, right? Does it have interactive elements? Yes. Does it have this where we can click on these? It doesn't have that. Where we can filter these, but that's okay. Retention cohorts coming soon. Okay. Let's go see. Is that what we asked it for? Retention cohorts, and it said coming soon. Okay, so that's correct. And it says notify. Does that do anything? No. Cool. Okay, so let's go up to the top and see what the episodes tab looks like. That doesn't do anything. If we change the dates, okay, cool. So change the dates, changes the graph here. That's cool. We have completion percentage, average listen duration, active listeners, and total downloads. That's cool. And if you look over 90 days, this gives this to you as well. So would you use this on your website? Like I sure as heck would use this on my website. And this is just a one-shot prompt. This is not giving it things like a design guide or anything like that. So pretty cool. These buttons at the top don't do anything. And I think we didn't ask it to actually make the top header nav like do anything. And export probably doesn't do anything either because this is just design. This doesn't have any functionality behind it. And we have dark mode as well, which is probably what I would default to. And this looks great. Cool. Okay, so let's check in on Lovable and see how it's doing. Okay, it's still chugging along. Let's check on V0 and how it's doing. It is also chugging along. And to be fair, you know, on going back to Claude Design, I think this probably took 5 minutes. There was some time that I cut out of the recording here. But you know, this is like 5 or 10 minutes of it thinking with us giving it a pretty reasonable prompt. Like this is the entire prompt. This is not crazy. And so like you could definitely get something like this for anything that you're developing. And just while Lovable and V0 are working, I just want to share kind of my tinfoil hat conspiracy here is Claude is going the direction actually of what Google AI Studio already has. Because if you look at Google AI Studio, they have a thing like a Bolt or Lovable already. They have hosting. You can host web apps from there. It's included in your plan already. And so I believe that with something like Claude Design, it's going full stack to let us do everything we want to do on the web. So you can code in Claude Code. You can host applications in the hosting platform that's kind of been leaked that they're doing. You can design better, so you don't need something like a Bolt or a Lovable or a V0. And you can just do everything you want in their platform. I think both Anthropic and OpenAI are going for the whole world. Like they want to do and touch everything that we do around the internet and knowledge work. And this is a pretty strong step in the right direction, I think. Okay, so we have the result from Lovable. Let's take a look here. You know, interestingly, like looks pretty similar, right? I like how this is center aligned in the Claude Design. It defaults to dark mode, which I think is interesting. I don't love this yellow color here on the light mode. That is not great. But this gets us kind of a lot of what we want here. This is a little compact to me. Like from a user perspective, if I come in here and say like, oh, why is this box smaller than this box? Like that's kind of strange. And retention cohorts, like not giving me a preview of what that's going to look like this design did, it is kind of nice. So like when I was talking about the boxes being similar sizes, is like the top episodes and where they listen to me kind of should be about the same vertical height. And if they're not, it leaves this white space here where I'm like, hey, is there something that's supposed to go here? And it's not. And the retention cohorts, like this is a nice preview here to say like, hey, there's going to be a lot of value that comes here. But honestly, you know, like Lovable, pretty solid. So if you're already using Lovable for rapid prototyping, you know, maybe a reasonable place to stick. Okay, and V0 done. So V0 owned by Vercel, kind of done here. You know, all kind of give us a similar kind of thing, which is nice. You know, our prompt was pretty specific. I don't care for how this all looks. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something about how these graphs kind of just are out here by themselves, and then this is down here below it, just doesn't look quite as good as opposed to this. Like it just looks, if I go light mode here to keep these consistent, like this just looks like a better card to me than this one. You know, also just how the graph looks to me, not as nice. I do like that when you hover, you can see the downloads. That's cool. This aligned left the menu and the nav, as opposed to in Claude Design, it center aligned it, which is just like how I think that a menu should should be aligned. I don't love the green. That's just like a pretty generic kind of color choice. And here again, you know, like the boxes lining up kind of issue that I had with Lovable, they solve it in a different way, and they put the retention cohorts over here, which again is like, yeah, that's nicer that it's a little more compact, but is this as valuable looking that like, hey, I just have a little icon here for, with a clock that's like, hey, this is coming soon. Does this look as valuable as this? Right? No, because this gave it more context and, hey, what's going on here and why should I care? And then a preview of generally kind of like a concept or conceptual level of how this might look. So the takeaway for me is this: like, if you're already using V0 or you're already using Lovable to do rapid prototyping with your team, like, you probably can get similarly kind of good enough stuff from each of these. I do like some aspects of each of these designs, and arguably we did just kind of one shot it with a reasonably long prompt, but didn't give it any of the context from a design system. But again, back to Anthropic's kind of like ruling the world hypothesis I have, and you already see it here, is I want to export this. You can export it, send it to GitHub, all this kind of stuff, or you can hand it off to Claude Code. So if you're a builder or you're a non-technical person, but you're the product visionary, you now don't have to just screenshot something from V0 or Lovable and put it into a GitHub issue. You can just take this thing and go full tilt and actually make the thing that you want. And this, to me, is like this vertically integrated platform that Anthropic is building is gonna be the kingmaker of AI, I think. And you already see things like Google doing this, right? Google AI Studio, they have a lot of this stuff already. To me, Anthropic and Claude are just executing on it better. And that's where I'm putting almost all of my AI chips is in the Claude and Anthropic basket. And I don't see a reason not to do that right now.